Hello, and welcome to today's webinar, The Importance of Online Reviews. I am Ron Goldberg, Senior Director of Volunteer and Digital Programs on the Henrietta, New York campus, and your moderator this afternoon, or this evening for those of you in Croatia. Before I introduce our speaker, there are a few housekeeping points I want to go over. All attendees have joined in mute mode. However, your questions can be entered in the Q&A box at any time throughout the discussion. We'll make every effort to address all your comments and questions throughout the webinar. If you have any technical questions, please feel free to type those into the Q&A box as well, and we'll respond to you as quickly as possible. We would like to thank our Access Services team for helping us make the webinar accessible for all of our alumni. Real-time captioning is available within the webinar, and interpreters will be spotlighted during the presentation. The pandemic has had a major impact on everyone, including our students. We thank all of our alumni and friends for your support and you have given to our students during these uncertain times. RIT Croatia was founded in 1997, and we're excited to be celebrating our 25th anniversary this year. Through the year, we'll be organizing many different activities and events in order to celebrate the important anniversary, and our alumni will, of course, be included in some of them. One of the first activities organized in order to celebrate this anniversary are alumni webinars held by our alumni from our Croatian campuses. And this is the second one. We'll continue with more alumni webinars on different interesting topics throughout May and June. Now on to our session. We are pleased to welcome Petar Aračić. Petar is a highly accomplished general manager and F&B expert with more than 15 years of experience in the hospitality industry. He's also the founder and co-owner of Fast Review. Petar graduated from RIT Croatia in 2011 and continued training and education in the world's best hotel chains, such as Marriott and Hilton, and brings deep cultural knowledge, energy, and international management experience to any travel or hotel group. In 2021, he co-founded the company Fast Review, whose core business is upgrading the online reputations for companies. Petar, thank you for joining us. The audience is all yours.
Hi to everyone. Thank you for the nice intro. Let me share my screen so it will be easier. All panelists, right? Just please confirm to me if you can see the screen.
Yep, just need to go in presentation mode.
Okay, yeah, excellent. So hi to everyone. Today's topic is the importance of online reviews, which would be much more easier to present and to talk if we had a dialogue, but let's try to do it in this mode as well. So if you have any questions, please interrupt us, write your questions in the Q&A session, and we will read them, and you can stop me anytime you want. So let me just pull this screen down. So first slide, let's start from somewhere. I would like you to read these numbers because they will show you explain you what's the importance of online reviews. As you can see, the world statistic would say that 88% of consumers trust online reviews as much as the personal recommendation. Also, 90% of consumers say that their purchases are influenced by online reviews, which is, you will agree, a high number. 54% of consumers will visit websites after reading positive reviews online. And 72% of consumers say that the positive reviews make them trust a local business more. So these numbers are just on a first slide, so you can realize what's the importance of online reviews in today's world. Importance of online reviews is not connected to a specific business or product or a service. It's connected to all of the businesses existing today. So if you can see this second number, 90% of consumers say that their purchases are influenced by online reviews, meaning that 9 consumers, your consumers out of 10 will check your Google page, your TripAdvisor page, your Yelp, or any other review platform before they buy your product or service. This means that you are not that crazy to play with that number, and your business is not that strong not to to make them come, or I don't know how to say, but let's move to the other one. How important are online reviews? As shown in the previous slide, it's turns out they're very, very important, quite important. And I can assure you that every day you are reading online reviews, even though that you're not noticing that. I'll tell you one story. I have a friend, his name is Nino. He's also a RIT alumni. And we had a lunch like 4 months ago. And he had these AirPods that I'm having now. At that time, I didn't have it. And I asked him, how are they? You know, what's the quality? Do you like the sound? What's the battery, you know, life, etc., etc. And he said, yeah, they're excellent. You should buy it. Next moment, I'm calling the iPhone dealer in the shop, and I'm saying to them that I would like to buy once, and they should leave once for me, and that I will come in 2 hours. Nino is a friend of mine, and I trust him very much. But I didn't even realize on my way. So while driving on my way to that shop, I went online on I think it was a Google platform, some forum, and I typed in AirPods, new AirPods, quality review, something like that. And I was reading the reviews, like, I don't know, like 3, 4, 5 of them, and all of them were good. So I want to ask you, can you imagine the situation that Nino said to me, they're excellent, but I went online as I did, and the reviews online were bad. For example, some guy from New York say, you know, I used them for 5 days and the left one broke, the sound is bad. And then the lady from Japan said, they're quite good design, but you know, the sound is a disaster. And the third guy from London, let's say, he said, the batteries, you can just talk like half an hour. Trust me, if I read those, there is no chance I would buy it. So even though you trust your friends, online reviews are so important that you will trust them more, because there are many people saying many things about the product you want to buy. And those are people that are not your friends, but they have different, I don't know, social status. They have different experience. They're, you know, you're just listening to the crowd. So why are online reviews so important? As you can read, online reviews are important for consumers because they provide social proof. Social proof is something that we can connect to this story about Nino and me, because if you have a company producing a product, they will write everything excellent about that product. For example, these AirPods. But social proof would be reading online reviews from, let's say, 10 people, 100 people, 1,000 people, what they said about that product. So it's for the consumers today, it's much more important to read what the other customers, the other consumers said about that specific product or a service or a hotel or a room or excursion or anything, than what the owner of the business said. So people before, like 10, 15 years ago, 20 even, they trust more what business said, because it was not everything not available online at that time. So, but now without online reviews, I can easily say that your business is dead. For the companies, the online reviews are important because they're connected to the purchasing decision, meaning that people will not buy it if you want to buy, I don't know, a laptop, or you want to go to a hotel and they have a average grade or rate 8 point something on booking.com, but you go to reviews always, and if you read the last two saying, I don't know, it's the rooms are dirty, and you like the cleanliness like most of the people do, you will not go in that hotel, even though if it's excellent and it's in the city that you want to stay in. For example, you're going to New York and it's a city center, etc., etc. No way you're going to stay in that hotel. Also try I'll try to explain you with one example. Imagine that you're going to a city that you are first time in, and you have problems with your teeth, for example, and you need to visit a dentist. What you do? You go to Google, you Google, I don't know, dentist office in your mother language or in English, and then you see like 10 dentist office in your region, in your location. And imagine that the first one is called, I don't know, X dentist salon, 3.1 grade on Google. Would you give your teeth or your health to someone having 3.1 as the average rate? No way. So I will try through this presentation to explain you through importance through the examples, because it's much easier to understand. 5 reasons why customers' reviews are important. First one, creates customer engagement, meaning that you can find a lot as the business owner from your online reviews. People saying, for example, that your product is, I don't know, not lasting, battery is not good. So even though you did a test, many tests, and it's shown that the battery is good, but you have like 90 out of 100 reviews saying that your battery is low, not lasting more than, I don't know, 2 hours, you should ask yourself, and you should start fixing that problem, because they test it for you. Online reviews can drive more sales. I'll be honest with you, and I think this should not be there, because online reviews they drive more sales, definitely. And I'm sure you notice that, because imagine that you have 2 restaurants in the same street, and one of them is having I don't know, low grades and not that big amount of reviews, and the other one is contra, so it's many reviews and a big rate. You will definitely go to the second one, not the first one. Higher review quantity affects credibility. Of course, it's building your brand trust. Consumers are trusting or believing more in the businesses having a big amount of reviews and having higher grades. That's normal. Consumers refer to online reviews before making any purchase decisions. Of course, as we saw in the first slide, 9 out of 10 say that their purchases are influenced by online reviews, and they will go online and check, like I did in the first story. Reviews build your reputation and expand your customer base. Of course, you need to talk with your consumers. You need to answer those reviews. Building your reputation, it's easier than ever, because you don't need to invest a lot of money in Instagram posts, ads on Google. You just build your reputation through reviews, because those consumers tried your product, your service, and they're the best one to say something, of course, good, but also bad about it. Review sites. I put some logos here that I found online, of course. Probably most of them you already know, because they're very famous. I can only tell you that among these, the most famous now is Google. It drives the biggest amount of reviews. They did a good job with that, with the Google review platform. Second one is definitely TripAdvisor. But as you know, TripAdvisor is a bit dying in the last 2 years. The reason behind that is our fake reviews. Fake reviews in terms people are buying fake reviews from usually India or somewhere. And TripAdvisor is not deleting them usually. Google is doing that. So Google last year, I think they deleted more than 1 million reviews, fake reviews, that the algorithm behind the Google recognized as a fake review. So fake reviews can be the ones that you're giving to your friends, and they're posted at the same time. They just have this algorithm, and they can recognize what's fake and what's not. Sometimes they also make a mistake, but not that often. Internet search engines first place trust in consumers than businesses. This means that if you write everything good about your business, this doesn't mean that it will be placed on the top 5. Let's say again, hair salons. because Google or other search engines will listen what the consumers are saying. So also imagine the situation that you have 2 hair salons in the same city, and one is having 5.0 on Google and 10 reviews, and the other one is having 4.6 and 150 reviews. Believe me that the second one with 4.6 will be on top of this search engine, because Google recognized this 5.0 and 10 reviews, that those are your friends, relatives, employees, and it's not that relevant to the search engine. And 150 people said 4.5 means much more than 10 people. Sorry. Yelp is one of the search engines, as you know. And this fact I found out on internet today, and saying that 1-star increase on Yelp leads to 5 to 9% increase in business revenue. This is, guys, this is a lot. If you have an increase of 5% yearly in some business, it's good. It's not that good, but it's good in today's time. And can you imagine that only 1-star increase on this search platform is proven to increase 5 to 9% on your business revenue? This is if you ask me, quite shocking, positively, of course, meaning that this is showing to you how important reviews are. At the same time, a single negative review can cost business up to 30 customers. Can you imagine that one negative review saying that your hotel is dirty, or your service, your hospitality service is not that good, not 5-star, etc., and you're losing 30 customers? This is a big number. So its decrease is not even 5 to 9%, it's much more, meaning that you need to take care about every single review. The industry most affected by negative reviews are definitely hotels, hospitals, hair salons, restaurants, because those are the ones that are reviewed the most. And as you can see, also a fact that one negative review, for example, for the cleanliness, will likely deter 81% of women coming to your hotel. As you know, that when family is traveling, mothers and women are the ones to decide which hotels they will choose. So losing 81% of them as a potential consumers, it's a big number, and you will not play with that probably. Online reviews are the best thing that ever happened to small business. I am sure that you know why, but let me tell you what I think. Why is that the best thing that ever happened? First, businesses start to compete, which is excellent. They start to care more about the quality. They start to care more about hospitality. They start to care more about quality of the food, of the service, of everything. You are not that crazy and that brave to compete your competition without taking care of your reviews. You will die in, let's say, if you are in Dubrovnik, for example, and you have bad reviews, your business, your restaurant will die in 1 season. After 1 season, summer season, you will not exist anymore. No one will come. Money will destroy you. So no income. Let's see what's next. As you all know, the traditional advertising methods such as radio, television, etc., billboards, they're not that successful anymore. People don't have time. New generation, they're one-click generation. They don't have time to watch TV. They're not home. They're not listening to the radio. They're listening to the music. And commercials like that, advertisements like that are slowly dying for the past 10 years. And online reviews are, again, one more proof that online reviews are more and more important, and almost the only relevant source of honest feedback. And you can check every product or service today online. Can you imagine that even churches or mosques, they have reviews? That was a shock for me to see, but even they have reviews. This slide is saying that you should invest in your reputation management. Definitely, because as I said, example with the restaurants, you should invest in brand reputation, because without this, your business cannot survive. Yeah. How to respond to a negative review. So I will not say much about positive reviews, because they're excellent, you like them, everyone wants to have them. Negative reviews are the ones that are killing you, but not, it doesn't need to be like that. So if you know how to answer negative reviews, the problem is that most of the businesses think like this: oh, one negative review, I don't care, I will not answer that, they don't deserve my time. That's not true what they're saying. Yeah, we all know that, but you should answer them, because this consumer that wrote to you that you are too expensive as a restaurant, that you are a business tourist trap, that you should be avoid, etc. He is not the one that important. But do you know that, for example, daily 100 people will read that review and see that you didn't answer, and they will say, okay, this guy, this business owner doesn't care what this guy wrote. So you need to answer. Of course, this is like a crisis management that you learn in during your studies. This is so much important. So you need to answer every positive, but also every negative review. How? This is a special topic, and it's a big topic. We'll not go through that today, because just remember that you should answer honestly. You should state what you're good at. You should not answer as like a robot. You should answer like a person. Apologize if needed, etc. As I said, online customer reviews are here to stay. If you ask me, next 50 years, 100 years, 1,000 years, online reviews will stay, because just imagine that you're driving from New York to London, and you know one person there, or I don't know, you have a family there, but your family cannot tell you everything about every restaurant, every business, every hair salon, every excursion. So you need to go online, and online you can find everything, and you will find an excursion with a boat or sightseeing bus, and you will see that 1,000 people made a review for the last week saying, I don't know, that it's a disaster, it's not good, it's too expensive, the bus is stopping every 2 minutes and you cannot see anything. Of course, you will not go and invest in that. You will try and find another excursion to do while in London. So definitely online reviews will stay. They will not die. That's proven. So yeah, let's see. We'll probably not live for 100 years, but 50, definitely. What is the biggest problem when talking about online reviews? Problems, if you ask me, there are many problems. I will tell you one thing. You will have, let's say, world statistic again, will say to you that, let's say in one period of time, a month, you will have 100 guests in your hotel. And the statistics says followings. 93% of those people are satisfied with their stay. Never mind the reason. 7% are not satisfied. That's a fair number. And the problem is, I will tell you from my example, while I was at the GM positions or operating director, I was always trying, not always, but for a year, I was trying to concentrate on those 7, trying to make them happy and pull them to the other side because I wanted my guests to be happy. But that's the problem. Those 7 customers or guests are not unsatisfied with your service only. They're unsatisfied because they're like that. They like to complain all the time. They're in the bad mood, and you will bring them the wrong coffee and they will go online and say this hotel is not worth it, that money, and it's not a 5-star service. I got the wrong coffee, and it's not up to you. Wrong coffee can happen to anyone. So the waiter is not the one that should be killed immediately with or fired because he brought the wrong coffee. So it's impossible to make those 7 happy. You can make maybe 2 of them, but 5 will stay. The problem here is out of those 7 unsatisfied, all of them will leave a bad review online. The statistics said 98%, so 100%. The other problem is out of those 93, which is an excellent number, good number, only 12 will leave a good review online. You will see later in the slides, I will show you that. If you ask me, the problem is in Homo sapiens, in us. We, the people, are the problem because we start remembering only bad things. And for example, if you find a hair in your soup, everyone needs to know. The whole planet needs to know that you find a hair in a soup in a restaurant in New York. But if the soup was excellent and the whole meal was excellent and the dessert was excellent, who cares? It was supposed to be excellent. But if you ask me, it's not supposed to be excellent. You should write positive reviews as well. But people are not like that, most of them. And I think you cannot change it. You cannot just adapt to that. I'll tell you my story because I want to touch now our product that I invented. I had in my hotels, I had the same problems with the reviews. People were leaving satisfied from my hotel, and I never received that many reviews as I should, and I was counting on. Then I start research, and I realized few things, and I found out few things, that the people will leave you a good review, a positive review, only in a specific period of time, which is long, like 2 seconds long. So you have only 2 seconds to receive 1 positive review, which brings you money at the end. So just have in mind that positive reviews equals money, revenue, nothing else. Okay, of course, brand awareness and everything, but for a business people, it's money at the end. Brand awareness is equals money also. So I'll tell you one story that I'm always telling to my employees and to new clients. Imagine that you are at the front desk and you're checking out, and I'm the front desk agent. First question you will receive is, okay, you approach me and you will say, okay, check out, please. And first question will be, okay, may I have your room number, please? And you will say 120, okay. Second question will be anything from the minibar, maybe. And then you will say, no, I'm not using minibar. The third question, the most important question will be, was everything okay with your stay? And then imagine that you are among those 93 from the first story. And you will say, yes, excellent. I liked it so much. Next time I'll bring my family. Guys, excellent service. The spa was, wow, fantastic. I'll come next week as well. I, as a front desk agent, I'm happy to hear that, of course. And I will ask you the last question, and that will be, may I kindly ask you to leave us a positive online review? You can choose the platform. My name is Petar, and please rate us because you're satisfied. So now you as a guest will answer yes. Why? Because you're satisfied. Everything was fulfilled, your expectations. You're going happy home. You are happy because you're coming back next week. The problem starts from there. So this is those 2 seconds. The problem starts from there because you're exiting my hotel. You will enter the taxi. You'll take your phone to write me a review and to say Petar was excellent, front desk, spa was excellent, blah, blah. But your wife is calling you, or your husband, saying, oh, we have a problem. Our kid made some stupid things in the school. You need to call the school immediately. Please do it. What happened to my review? Papa, bye-bye. Never again. You lost your concentration on my review. Second example, you enter in the taxi or your car. You are from another country. You don't have Wi-Fi anymore. You want to write a review. Oh, I don't have Wi-Fi. Okay, I'll write it at the airport. No, you will not. You're running to catch your flight. Again, bye-bye, no review. So I realized during my research that I need to have so many things in a perfect, how to say, not condition, but to be perfect to get only one review. So I realized that I have I need to find out the solution to catch those 2 seconds, to catch your concentration in those 2 seconds. So I'll try to show you in the following slide. So the brand that we developed, and let's call it a web app, it's called Fast Review. We try to fix the problem of businesses having only bad reviews and not enough good reviews, because now in today's world, the online grade that you have is not the real grade, because as I said, happy people usually are not leaving positive reviews. So what is Fast Review? Fast Review is an instant publishing online reputation management service, meaning, let's say like that, we're catching those 2 seconds. As you know, today's generation, they are one-click generation. They don't like to lose time. They don't have time. They're always in speed. They're running all the time. And the other important thing, they like everything to do everything on their phone, not to touch tablets, not to do the paper surveys. They don't like your phones, so they don't like emails after staying in a hotel. So if I stayed in your hotel, everything was excellent, don't send me emails. I have enough of emails. Don't send me messages, nothing. The response rate to those is only 2%. So only 2% of your guests staying in your restaurant, hotel, or anywhere will answer to those surveys that you sent after they left the restaurant or the hotel. So I don't know if you can see my screen because of these, but as you can see on these 2 pie charts, these are the infos that I already told you: unsatisfied customers and satisfied customers. The problem is that the satisfied one are not leaving the reviews, comparing to those unsatisfied. As you can see, the gold color on the left side will write a bad review, so it's almost 100%. You need to fight that. Even though if your product is good, if you have 2 bad reviews among the last 6, they say, people are reading usually the last 6, you're not getting that many guests, that many consumers. Wait. So we try to kill that by software and the hardware. We produced a small device, which is looking like this, tiny thing with the NFC chip inside, which will usually stay at the front desk or at the table in the restaurant, or with the waiter, or in the hair salon at the reception, or any business, you name it. While you're checking out, let's go back to that story. And I ask you for the review online. I would ask you with this card, I would ask you, would you be so kind to open your phone and just tap and review us? It will last less than 10 seconds. So when you touch this hardware with your phone, it will open, automatically will open the interface of that business, in this case, my hotel. And on that screen, on that interface, you can choose any platform you want to review me on, or my hotel. The good thing is also that you don't need to Google anything. You don't need to try to find my hotel, my business. It will lead you straight to that. So it will not take your time. You will not make a mistake, which is very common, because you can Google a wrong restaurant and give the 5 to a wrong restaurant, which is, again, not good for me as the owner of the restaurant that you are in. On your right side now on the screen, you can see one example. This is a nice pub in Novi Sad in Serbia, which is a client of ours. And they open a pub. They had 39 reviews on Google, and 3.8 was the average grade. 22 days while using Fast Review, they came to 714 reviews, and 4.9 was the average grade. This was recognized by Google immediately, and they got the top rated on Google Maps, top rated sign. And this boosted their business in terms of revenue. So that was the goal, and that is still the goal, to make your business receive more revenue while maintaining the reputation online. So this is just a graph or the picture showing to you how it's working, but I think I already explained to you. So it's catching your time, not taking more than 10 seconds. And in the backside, as I mentioned, the software is used by the business owner, where he can check everything, the whole statistic, who did what from the waiters, who received the biggest amount of reviews, when, which date, what time, etc., etc. Which is very important, for example, for the hotels. We have now among our clients, we have more than 800 clients in less than a year globally. And one of the biggest clients are Hilton as a chain. They asked only, they did an excellent job. You can check, for example, Hilton Jumeirah in Dubai or Ras Al Khaimah in Iraq. You can check how much they improved in less than a month on TripAdvisor, on Google. And they asked only for those statistics behind, because I don't need to explain you how Hilton works. They like numbers. What I explained to you is shown on this picture. So this is the second picture. You will see this interface that is opening. This is another Hilton that is a client of ours in Belgrade, in Serbia. I think that was the first Hilton. And in the background, you can see the statistic, how it looks like, and you can track everything is in colors. You have the pie charts showing to you. Those are the waiters in these examples, what they did on which platform, and so on. I will try to finish my presentation. I see that's already 40 minutes. With this statement saying that more positive online reviews equals more revenue. And I'm sure that you will understand that. So also, I forgot to tell you one important thing, and then I'll switch to Q&As. Big problem in today's reviews are the fake reviews. Businesses are trying to catch the neighbors, the competition with buying the fake reviews from those countries that are offering that. Those are usually deleted. So don't do that, because they will shut down your business online. So they'll just remove you from Google Maps, because they will see that you're cheating. So algorithm behind Google is doing quite good thing, and they're recognizing fake reviews fast. So that was my, let's say, closing point. If there is any questions, I'll be more than happy to answer them.
So Petar, one of the questions is around products, specifically on Amazon. They're seeing a lot of companies that are offering free products, in exchange for reviews. Not sure if you've seen that and how that's kind of affecting the amount of positive reviews that are being seen in certain places.
I'll try to look at that from another angle. Think about this. They're offering you free products for a review. They're not saying positive review, negative review, for a review. Can you imagine how important reviews are? So they're offering the free product. They're giving you everything just for one review. So that's, again, explaining the importance of online reviews, because he will give you, X company will give you 100 products for free. They'll consider that as an investment, as a cost in investment in reviews, in marketing, just in exchange for reviews. They will get 100 reviews, but the other guys or girls coming to that web page, to Amazon, they will see 100 reviews. These are reviewed so much. Okay, this product should be okay. Okay, most of them are fake. If you ask me, that's not fair, because some of them will give you a good review just because you gave them the free product. Sometimes they don't even try them. And Amazon is not famous, but known for that. They're having a big numbers of fake reviews as well.
Okay. See the next question. So there's also a question around whether you've seen in the hospitality industry where, as you're checking out of a hotel, there's being, again, points offered for a review. And what are your thoughts around that?
What do you mean? I didn't understand. Like,
so loyalty
points,
loyalty points.
Again, a loyalty program is something else. It's a big thing as well today as online reviews, because they're trying to catch you and trying to keep you as a customer, which I understand, because in hospitality industry, it's crazy today. So many competitors in one place. Loyalty points are okay, but have in mind one thing, European Union, I don't know for US, but European Union forbid, how to say, it's forbidden to ask someone for a positive review. So to tell him to give you a positive review, you can ask for a review, but to make him give you a positive review, giving him the points in the return, this is forbidden by the law, I think, in European Union. So if you ask me, that's not something that you should do, because it's not bringing you the real, but people are doing everything. I heard one restaurant in Dubrovnik is offering $15 to the waiters, to every employee, if they bring a review. 15 US, can you imagine that? And people are just sending, the link from TripAdvisor to the relatives, to sisters, brothers, I don't know, mother, father, friends. They got 100 reviews, and he gave them 15 times 100 and bye-bye. So people are in needs of reviews, because consumers are not leaving positive reviews. That's the problem. I'll tell you, I just remember one example. When I was training my staff, when we started, we went to a restaurant in Novi Sad. Those are the Serbian team. We went to a restaurant, and I wanted to show them what is Google doing to your business, or better to say, what are reviews doing to your business. So I start Googling. So I was inside the restaurant with them, and I Google restaurant, dinner, lunch, something like that. The first 5, so the first one was a restaurant 2.5 kilometers away from us. So can you imagine, this restaurant that we were inside was not even among first 5. Meaning, so to make you understand better, imagine that we are tourists, so me coming to New York, and I'm in front of one restaurant which doesn't have a sign, so it's a good one, but doesn't have a sign, and I Google a restaurant, the Google will take me, let's say 2.5 kilometers away from the business, but I'm already almost inside, so he's stealing your guests. Why? Because you don't have enough and you don't have good reviews. He's trying to help me as a consumer, but he's stealing your guests in front of your doors. So again, showing what's the importance of online reviews. You're losing guests every day, and that's money at the end.
Great. And then we've got one more last question. It's around online reviews, and as a consumer, because there are so many fake reviews, and even though there are services trying to kind of filter out the good reviews from the bad reviews, as a consumer, are there any strategies to kind of figure out, as you're looking at a product or a service, and trying to figure out whether it's a good place or a bad place, or a good product or a bad product, how to kind of discern and figure out, are those reviews actual reviews or not, and which eventually may help you to decide or not decide to use a product or service?
So I think today it's quite easy to understand what's fake and what's not. Not in every business, not in every review you can sometimes only guess. But people started. This is again, they did a research. People started reading the answers to reviews, because sometimes you get a 1 as a grade, and you get a bad comment, you as a business. And if your answer is good, you might fix that. So for example, also sometimes the a person giving you 1, and the comment, you need to read the comment. Sometimes the comment is not connected to that one. I'll give you an example. In Dubrovnik, while I think that was during my studies, it's a long time ago, there was a review on Google. My friend had the apartment and he got 1 as a grade. But the comment below said, everything was excellent. The owners are so nice. The view is excellent. I like the location. I'm just too sad that I need to leave. And I stayed only 2 days. So the person behind was sad. He didn't understand that the 1 is not about his feelings, but he's rating them as 1. So that destroyed his average rate. But if you read the comment, it says everything as a 5. So it's an excellent comment, but you cannot change it. You cannot change the comments on Google. Almost no chance to change it on booking.com. So, but to answer your question, you need to read. If you have 5, let's say you have a business with 5.0, again, Google, and there is like 10 reviews. Be sure that those 10 are employees and the family. No one has 5.0, and 5.0 is not real. And it doesn't need to be 5.0. 4.5 is excellent. The amount of reviews would tell you everything. So just read the reviews, read the last 10. So I think I answered your question. Yeah. But it depends again on a business to business,
Right. Great. It looks like that's the last question we have for today. So Petar, thank you for sharing your expertise with our alumni and friends today. Thank you at home for joining us. This was a great topic, really interesting, a lot of good information and facts. If you're interested in learning more about our upcoming events, you can use the link located in the chat box as mentioned earlier. We'll be releasing info on additional webinars in the upcoming weeks. Finally, if you've already connected to the RIT Alumni Association and RIT Croatia Alumni social media channels, we encourage you to do so. Those links can also be found in the chat box. Petar, we really appreciate your time. Great topic, and hopefully everybody's learned a little bit something about it. Thanks again, everyone, for joining us, and we hope that everyone enjoys the rest of their week. Have a great day.
Thank you.
Thanks,
Thank you.
Petar.
Bye-bye.
Bye.